Absolutely. So now tell me something, in today's day and time where our first interaction with people, usually it happens when we meet somebody first to face to face. But in today's time, in this online world, in this digital world, where people, make a perception about us, they interact with us without us even being there. Does that happen? Somebody saw your
Yes.
YouTube video, somebody saw your some work, somebody saw your Facebook update post, even if it doesn't have your picture, but your idea, something you've written or what you've shared also, even if you've not written something, you shared a picture of something. Does that give you a little perception of the person? It gives you a little idea, okay, what this person is, thinks like or feels like. So imagine this first impression, which is, we all know that this first impression is very, very important, and we should make a great impression, because it's very difficult to get a chance to undo a not so good done first impressions. After that, you might show great knowledge to people, you might talk all the right things, you might have the perfect mood, but if you met somebody and you couldn't manage your emotions and you behaved in a certain way, somebody greeted and somebody smiled and somebody looked at you and smiled, and you just ignored at the person, you didn't greet the person, or your energy levels were less when you walked into your classroom, or you went into a social environment, you were quiet. These first impressions, then it becomes very hard for you to undo it. That's why it is called, that image is your best visiting card. Now we'll get to that into the next step. Now, when I ask you a question, if I have to break it down in simple way, what are the first three things people notice about you? So first and foremost is your physicality. The minute people look at you, look at their body, fat, thin, tall, short, quickly you see that about them. You see their skin tone, their body language, how they're sitting, standing, how their voice, the tone, and mannerism, how they are sitting or what they are doing. That's quickly the physical part, completely the physical part of the person. Second is we look at into the appearance. When I talk about appearance, it's completely your clothing. Why appearance is a separate part and why it's one of the first part of your professionalism? Because your appearance, clothing is a visual communication. If when we see somebody say that I've seen you somewhere but I can't recall your name, we always remember people by their face but we forget their name. Or we say, yeah, I know that store is there, uske baju there is this board is there and this banner is there, this color is there. We might not remember the store's name, I think, but we'll remember some landmark, because our sonographic memory is much more stronger than our infographic memory. And as teachers, that learners have different learning styles also, but one of the most strongest learning styles for most of us is that visual learning.